Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today we're going to get into some more modern rank grind. We're fighting in Gold League and we're climbing on up, but it's actually more difficult than you might have thought. At least maybe more difficult than I would have thought. And so we'll see how we do, but we got 12 battles that we can run through and we're going to try and fight as many as we can. Plus we got a little claim here. We'll claim at the end so we can maximize the number of chests. We're at 2170 right now. We're in Gold 3, fighting for Gold 2. I'm getting about 3.5 SPS per win. And I'll tell you, that's more than or as much as I was getting last season in Champion. So, plus, when I'm not able to finish all my energy, my bot is still playing in Wild. Played a little bit today, I guess. Anyways, carry on. Hope by the end of the season, I will be like firmly in Diamond. But we'll see, maybe Champion. I don't really know. So we got Gladiators available, even Stevens and Stun. So I like thinking about Knockout to make... I like thinking Speed, I like thinking Knockout. I do have some Stunners on the Fire team, but the problem with that is... No, I don't know that I... Let's go like this. We're just going to quickly look for our Stuns. I got this guy, interesting, but see if I use Yasik, he's going to have Scatter Shot. That's not optimal. Igor Dark Spear seems like a real possible winner. Let's try and go this way. With if I bring Dragon into the picture, I get Twilight Basilisk, which is a real interesting play. So I could go... Okay, so I want Speed to work in my advantage. I'm very tempted to go Arcane to try and get a stun in the ambush phase. But I bet I run up... Hang on. I bet my opponent has Grimbarden Smith. Now, I don't know that, but, you know, I think Grimbarden Smith is a 6-mana monster. I forget now because I don't have him. Either way, I think I'm going to run Quixodevious because that'll save me some mana. And then I got to go blue. Now I got access to Twilight Basilisk as well as Dark Spear. And that's two stuns, giving me twice the opportunity for the heavy hitters. Now I need to get a pretty decent tank out in the front position with some good speed. Maybe a 3 would be nice. Because it'll be after these two fight. This is even a maybe. I'm gonna put it down for now just to kind of give myself some breathing room as I fill out this team a little. I'm tempted to... That would amp up my magic reflect damage. It would also provide a blind and a protect. I got the headwinds over here. Now, you know what? Instead of Runes Sevilla, I bring in Boom Boom maybe. Oh, I gotta bring in a Gladiator. Yeah, we gotta drop the Sevilla, bring out the... Now I think we got Assault. This is more of a, I think, the better team. I got speed. I've got speed. Yeah, give that a shot. He's got the Bloodlust back here. So this should... Oh, he's going to have the armor. Do I take away any armor? No, I didn't bring a rust. Interesting. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. I'm not too afraid of the Deep Lurker because it's going to focus fire in the back here. I'm not too terrified of the Tatiana because the main muscle of this thing isn't even going to fire in the first round, which is good for me. We just go through and eat. I mean, it was not an optimal position for that, right? I don't really... Not sure I get the usage of that Gladiator. Just because you can use a Gladiator doesn't mean you should use a Gladiator. That Deep Lurker would have thrived if it was put behind even more meat, right? If it had more meat shield in front of it. And so, frankly, like anything else besides that Gladiator, to give that Deep Lurker more time to breathe. But maybe the man doesn't have very many cards. I actually don't know. Yeah. So anyways, 1 win. Let's keep going. I'm actively exploring certain cards, rule sets. I'm trying to... I've seen kind of a positive response from my recent video where I was covering... I think I called it a cheeky play in Modern League. And I do want to be able to kind of show how some of these things... How certain cards synergize well with one another. And maybe give you some tips in that respect. But that stuff doesn't necessarily just come every single match. As you can see, that last match was just, you know, frankly, I outgunned my opponent. Not every match is like a strategic, you know, top tier head-to-head battle. With this little mana, I don't really know in Modern, to be honest. I don't really know. Yeah, I like going Death Splinter with low mana. What's my situation with here? Do I have any redemption? I could go boom, boom. What's the better one? Something like that. And then what do we got? Put you up front. Now, see, I don't love that because they've got redemption, but that actually means I want them to die. What about weaken? I got my Dr. Blight. What about this? See, I don't love that. I got double weaken essentially, and I'm working on life leech. I don't love that. That's not gonna, not enough gusto. I haven't used this guy at all. I'm running out of time to, what can I do? Let's go like this. Let's try and field it like an effective team with very little hit points. This is a pretty solid team. Like, look at I got solid archery damage output. I have some like a tank, and I have a secondary tank, and I even have a meat shield in the back line. Is he gonna do blue sneak? Nope. I did bring double phase, so that's interesting. If these land their shots, that'll be problems for me. If they even miss in the first round, I think he's done. Like, he needs these to land early and often. If they both hit, I die, right? Oh yeah, I forgot about it. I got double silence. Double silence. I did forget about the silence over here. So yeah, this should be ours to lose. And for us to land those shots, we could have missed some of those. We didn't, and here we are. We gets the poison in the first. He did hit both. If he didn't have silence, he would have killed me and probably the Chaos Agent as well. It wouldn't have been enough because we do have plenty of hit points. And this card right here, the Soul Strangler, 3 mana, 4 archery. Such a great card. Keep going. Now we're up to 5 chests. Even for not everybody will know this, but when you earn your daily rewards, you can keep accumulating on that daily reward. As you just saw, I started with 4 daily chests that I could have opened, but it would be 1, 2, and it gave me another one. So even though that's yesterday's reward, I can keep accumulating until I go ahead and open and claim them together. So archery only. I don't know if my Fernheart is leveled to the good level. Yeah, only level 1. Yeah, I don't like any of this really. None of my cheap summoners are really none of my low mana summoners are leveled appropriately. Thaddeus Brew, but that's not a relevant stat or buff. I think I still have to go that way. Maybe it makes sense to go Immortalis because then my opponent might bring armor. But for this amount of mana, I think I just want to maximize my monsters, and I do that by bringing Thaddeus. At least Thaddeus has the -1 heart to my opponent. What are my close range options? Now I can double dip on that monster that I just used. See, my Queen of Crows is not highest level. It doesn't have... The next level has, I want to say, Archery Reflect associated with it. So that's a level up I need to make happen eventually here. This with the headwinds might be the play. Got the close range and the headwinds. But as we saw last round, I've got some strong monsters that drop some pretty serious damage if I just go ahead and I can put a pretty significant squad on the table. And I bring Ravenhood for the armor, and now I have 3 tanks behind giving the Soul Strangler that much more room to breathe. The Soul Strangler is my big archer. He's buried behind, and he has 3 tanks sitting in front of him. Now, the Zenith Archer is not in and of itself very resilient, but remember, we have 5 hit points and 2 armor. Then we have Wielding Warrior, 3 hit points and 2 armor. The only question is there some like, I don't think I have any shield. No, I don't have any shield, so I'm going to go ahead and submit this. If I had an archer that had shield, I like to put those archers in the first position. Now, I was worried about my opponent putting the Gargoyle Devil in the first position because it has flight and therefore it has a 25% chance to evade my shots. But with me having 3 shots at it, and it doesn't have a super huge speed, he's not fully leveled on that card. I think we're good. Especially we hit poison in the first round. Oh, and we had a rust. I actually discounted my own rust over here with the weirding warrior. See, a couple of misses in that first round. 3 misses, I think, in what, 6 shots? Half my misses, half my shots missed. But plenty of firepower. His summoner was only a level 3 legendary, meaning he was playing gold league cards. Now we got the 40 RP win streak happening. We got 9 more battles. While we're queuing up another match, I just want to say it seems evident to me that there's like, and I wonder if you agree, and if you're listening to this, I ask you, do you agree that there is a growing appetite and excitement in Splinterlands specifically? I think there is. As I look at X comments, retweets, as I look at comments on the channel, as I look at likes and viewership, as I look at subs and member signups, even as I look at other channels and I see their growth. I don't know each channel, all the data on the back end, but I can see, the number of likes or whatever on a certain video, and I go, something is starting now. And I wonder if you agree. I'd really like to see it in the comments if you agree with that, because that's, sentiment test. I think that's one of the ways we're going to know whether we're actually at a place of froth in the marketplace. Now, I'm not saying we're there, but are we getting there? And when we start to recognize those markers on, it's almost like markers in the sand. It's like these indications of, a certain trend. It's critical to notice that stuff. It's like in your own heart, in your own mind, around in any sort of indicators that you can track within your system or your community. You gotta. It's the best way to, I think it's going to be the best way to identify tops. Okay. Melee only, resurrect's available, everybody hits. So we got a big mana. So speed's great, but everybody hits regardless. Resurrect means armor monsters are going to be really helpful. We are melee only. So I'm actually just going to go and just go red for the sake of seeing, and then I want to see what we got. Melee only. I like some of what I'm seeing in here. We got some demoralize, we got some slow, we got some archers, we got some repair, some protect. I might come back here with the Yasik and the speed, but I gotta look at the blue. Ooh, Fellblade. That feels like that might be a decider. Now I am down in almost no time at all left, but quickly. Yeah, man. Armor. If I bring out... This is an interesting team too, man. Oh, dude, I'm torn up. Okay. We are going to go... Boom. And then we're going to go... We're making it happen. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, let's bring out the big boy. Boom, boom. And I don't know. Did I submit? Oh my goodness. Got the rear guard out there in the back, like actually holding down the back line. Quality card. I'm glad I paid for the gold foil version of that one. Look at the hit points on that guy. 6 armor and 9 hit points. Yeah, it's low, but everything hits. Okay, I did want to bring this card. That was a bit of an oversight. too much looking around at different teams. I think this is a big mistake, man. He doesn't even have, okay. You know, I think this is over. As I look at this team, like this is not as good as this. You're not going to get the reach from the Mantaroth. What's the Mantaroth doing over here? It's not melee from any position, was it? No. No, I mean, this is over. My fortify alone, my force field alone will bury him. He's not like he's just dropping the ones over here. Nothing doing. And I got the trample, and watch, we are gonna. Now I know he does his 2 opportunities, and it was a mistake of me. It was a mistake by me not to bring another of my opportunity monsters. I should have. It just I ran out of time thinking things through, but I don't see this working for him. Now my boy is going down, but I've already eaten through. I'm coming back with the protect, and yeah, we get another trample. So we've killed his first. We trample our way through the second. Burying the Coastal Sentry is a far better play than putting that up front. He put it up front though because he didn't have reach, so he doesn't have Possibilis, I guess. The Mantaroth seems like a really sexy play, but you put the Mantaroth in the first spot or the second behind like a real tank. And even this could have worked. Even this low level Kulu could be really worked, but this guy's too slow. He's not really doing anything except for a little bit of archery. You know, a sneak attack monster would have been more effective than that. But maybe this is his deck. I am, you know, it's not fair for me to come in and be like, you know, I've been playing champion. I got a strong deck. Maybe he doesn't have the cards. And by the way, it's not over. His Mantaroth's still kicking, so I shouldn't talk too much crap. But I do think we're gonna be okay. Having said that, man, a Mantaroth with the self-repair, he's doing just fine. I think I might have spoke too soon as I look at this. We are gonna pull down this guy, which is great. What's gonna happen to my melee? Good. I'm really glad we finished that guy off. Let's see. Comes right back. What will zap him? No, the Mantaroth's gonna get me, dude. Wow, I actually lose. Oh, gross. After all my... That was a lot of crap talk, and then Toxic Diamond pulls out the W. I know it's not over yet, but as you can see, I can't really cause damage to the Mantaroth. He's got the self-repair. You know, Deep Lurker had 1 more hit point because of that Resurrect. My sneak attack damage isn't going to land where it should. Wow. He was outgunned, and I do think... It came down to the fact that he brought 2 opportunity monsters, and I brought a Chaos Rearguard that did nothing. That sat still in the back line. I would say that that's the reason I lost. And that was a product, in large part, not exclusively, but I would say just trying to check around. And again, that's going to happen for me because I haven't played Modern in this way since Rebellion has opened. And so it absolutely has changed things. And, you know, Untamed, even from to me, the more impactful piece is that Untamed is no longer available. And so some of the synergies that I would have relied upon are no longer present. So I have to go ahead and rethink that. And then I have to learn. I not only have to like set down old habits, which I can't use, but I have to learn new ones with the context of new cards that I've really lack familiarity with. So, that's why I wasted probably a minute looking at cards I didn't end up playing. And that's why I made a bad decision with respect to opportunity monsters. Either way, can't win them all. Okay. Magic only. Gladiators. Only monsters with an even. So let's... I don't actually think... Oh yeah, I can pick Korra, so I'm definitely picking Korra. I'm not going to pick Lowland. Yeah, you got to pick Immortalis. Got to bring the Poison. Got to bring the Triage and Protect. Gotta bring the Goblin Psychic. It's like top tier card in this context. I think we get rid of Queen Mycelia. This is almost, you know, I think I bring this card just to get that void out front. Give me more of a... Well, actually, hang on a second. All my cards have void due to Immortalis. I think I end up playing this, but just, like I said, to learn and see what I've got on my other things. Let's go over here with Thaddeus Brood. Let me just go. I'm just looking for silences. If I can out-silence my green team, this is an interesting choice, but so is this. But no silences. And he's going to bring Immortalis with the silence at least, I would think. So then, what about fire? Oh, I could go with this. This could be interesting. Any silences? No. And I would say none of these are strong enough to be like a real lead. You know, it'd be interesting to maybe pick Immolition if I had a max Immolition. Or if I had any silences to try that Nomos play maybe. But with everything said, let's just go with the Immortalis play. And then I don't want my core to just go ahead and die straight away. So I actually do... Look. Yeah. I want core to have some breathing room. Is that the play? No, man, I gotta bring the poison. Eesh. Eesh. No, that's it. 6. There. Interesting. Similar, but different. And he's going to theoretically do more damage. He's got his melee in play. I'd love to see an affliction by me against his Quora. Oh, he doesn't have the immunity on his Quora that I do. I also want to see... I'm glad that his core is not getting the kill. His core is weak and afflicted, so I'm feeling good right now. And I've got immunity on my core, level 3 versus level 1. I think that's all that matters. And there we go. Game over. Now that you can sell, or that you will, they've said you will be able to like essentially burn your gladiators to get other gladiators. I don't know that I'm going to want to do that. You know, as it is, I could burn it for some level of reward, and I don't do it now. So I don't know. It's good to have options, but you know, I don't do that now. I do have gladiators I don't use, but even still, it's such a scarce set, and that like it takes so long to get packs. And so I just don't see any. I think one time I sold one of my gladiators or burnt it from DC. But it was only because I think I had 2 copies of it. Essentially I had like the gold foil version and the regular foil version. And I don't like it anyways, so I went ahead and burned one of them, or I think it's what I did. But frankly, almost all the gladiators are impactful enough that you should be holding on to them, and you almost certainly don't have enough of them. That's at least been my experience. So we're at 2250 now. I think we've gone 4 and 1. Holy Protection, Magic Reflect, Even Stevens, 31 mana. My opponent's got Tarsa, max level Thaddeus, max level. Oh, he's got a diamond deck. Buddy is like a diamond player, making the switch just like me. Okay, so I don't want to do magic. I probably do want to do archery, or maybe I lean into melee. Chaos, okay. I like this little set, but I don't like him as a frontliner. I also like this with the speed, man. Camo and the speed, that blast damage. So that's a real strong maybe. Boom. Oh, you know what? Let's try the play we've been playing last couple days. We're going to Kane. Try it again with the death. Oh, but we can't because he's a 7. Double Striker is a 7 mana. The Soulbound double striking card is a 7 mana, so I actually can't try the same play that I was thinking. But I can... It doesn't mean I can't do a Kane. It just means I can't do the thing I was hoping to do. Boom, boom, boom. I don't love this right now, to be honest. I don't love this. I gotta inspire on the Reven. Then we go, yeah, maybe we go that way. This play feels pretty standard. Like it's not like there's not something really kind of cool or traditional or I mean exciting happening here. But I do think we're pretty much pot committed with his 18 seconds left. He's got his dodge happening, which could be annoying. He's got the res as well. So if we go ahead and if we put our ambush here, we're going to do 4 damage. If we put our ambush here, we're going to do another 4 damage. It's 8 damage on Windiku in the theoretically, assuming he doesn't dodge. He doesn't have any protects. That's probably the way to go, because even if I go sneak, I'm not going to do any meaningful damage. Who cares if I kill the Riftwing? Now I could do more damage this way without getting any Thorns damage against me. He's got a slow too. I think we got to go this way. I mean, I actually don't like that I'm running into this Thorns, and he's got like the minus armor, and he's got the resurrect, which means that if I do rip through him, he's gonna res, but I got to get through him, and I'm not gonna win by double sneaking my way through the rear. Like, it's just gonna take too long. And his archery damage is bigger than mine, so I don't know. It might have been wiser to put my archery, make them my ambushers, because I would have done 4 damage to Buddy without any reflection damage. But we'll see. I did bring 2 protects, so one of them will stick despite his -2. I'd love to see them both hit. Ah, see, I knew that dodge would proc on one of them. The backfire over here, for real though, with the flight and the dodge and nice. He will get the res. Come on. Oh, gross. Yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty well done. Like, I really don't like what I'm seeing here. And the dodges over here is like, I mean, we get a trample out of that, but I really don't like what I'm seeing. I like we have a repair at least, but he's doing a fair amount of damage. He's doing a lot of damage. In fact, the 3, the 2, the 3 over here, there's another trample, which is great, but it doesn't do anything because Kinjo's got that reflection shield. Whoa, that's a huge miss right there. Huge miss. No, I guess it would have only been 1 damage, but still, every hit point matters, man. Now my armor is really coming in clutch, and we win it now. His supply runner being a tank means he loses 3 damage output per round. And man, the Runesayer was key in me holding off. Just that little bit of repair to hold up my secondary tank, the Arachne Thug, which this card is really, I would say this card is underrated. Like, I really think it's overlooked and underrated. The Arachne Thug does a good amount. Like, it's got a strong kit. Is it rare? No, common. Common melee monster with good damage output, good speed, you know, good kit with the reach and the trample. It has the knockout even, which is cool. Not that I often really get to take advantage of that with the death team, but we got 2 or 3 tramples out of him in this one game, which is significant. Keep going. 2270 is where we're at. We're in gold 2, firmly in gold 2. Let's tinker with a different splinter this time, to try and, like I said, stretch my own comprehension of what modern is. I will, if I can, I'll refrain from death. I'll refrain from fire. I mean, I really feel like I know what I like doing with fire already. Well, for me, I lean on that legendary archer that has ambush, and I'll use him with Gassic, and man, that can be quite nasty. And so I have a bit of a vision of what my fire team should be, and same with my death team. So let's try blue or green and see if we can't try something else. Unless I see another opportunity to play that, a cane with a double striking melee monster from the black team, the soulbound card. Take a minute. Pick in $67,960 for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin doubles, which is not beyond the realm of possibility, you know, I'll cheer for every Bitcoin holder, but I'll tell you, if Bitcoin doubles, I expect altcoins to 10x, 20x to 50x in some cases. I do not see a world where Bitcoin 10x's in this year. And so as much as this is exciting to see, it's exciting because it points toward altcoin season, not like I hear a lot. I look at Twitter and I see people like Bitcoin's up another 1,000. It's up 7% today. And the cheering doesn't seem like to take it to that place. It's like the real victory isn't, you know, a 7% gain. It's a 70 or a 700% gain. And that's, I don't know if that's possible. At least I believe it's not possible within Bitcoin in 2024, but maybe, I don't know. I actually can't imagine how I could be wrong about that, but maybe I am. Okay, so let's try something. We do have a cane. We don't have death. We said we would try something new. So let's quickly look. So I want to stick away from archery. We got res. You know, I think 2 martyrs on the green team. That's always a good thing to look at, especially when the res is out there. So let's look at that. So we bring, I'm going to go Immortalis because Buddy will probably use some magic. I want some martyr out there. Boom, boom. And then I think we got to go. I don't like this. I don't like what I'm trying here. But one thing I have tried before, let's see if I can do it again. I put out get my double striker. Is that worth trying? I'm running out of time here, so I better just make up my mind, I suppose. No. Boom. Let's see how that goes. Pretty traditional play. Oh man, very similar to what my opponent threw out there. Very similar. Who do I like? His blast damage is going to add up quickly, causing damage over here, but I brought a silence, which is going to diminish that. I also have my ambush over here, which will drop a 3-bomb on somebody. Now, is that a scatter? No, it's gonna land over here, but then my archery is going to kill itself. So I do have a triage though. I think I like his team, but it's going to depend on the retaliates more than anything else. It's going to depend on the retaliates. Because retaliate has 50% proc chance. That's a huge stun. That's a gigantic stun. Whoa, I didn't see that one coming. Did you see what just happened? We get the stun out of the ambush, and we pull the Coastal Sentry with a knockout for the 20 bomb. Whoa. Whoa, and he gets the stun back, but he doesn't. Yeah, he gets the stun back. Is that it? Is the same thing going to happen in reverse? And we get the trample. Nice. But he's going to do the same into me. But now, yeah, and he's going to trample into... Oh, he's going to hit. That's good. That's good. That's good. But his magic, is his magic the next fire, or do I get to heal? I actually don't know what happens. If this guy fires before I heal, nice. We got the heal off. Now it's over. We win this. And the Shatter out here quietly contributing with the marks from the Venari over here. He's not just here to martyr. He's here to have a good time. He wants to contribute. The archery sustaining itself between the Holy Shield as well as the triage. It's not been a problem. Plus, by the way, the Sultry Barmaid with 7 hit points up, you know, standard. And you drop the strengthen over here, right? And the 2 hit points from the... So, yeah, man. You know, just throw the archery right at the fire and regret. And don't even worry about it, because once you bring the Possibilis, you just look at 10 hit points with the strengthen over here. No problem. No problem. Yes, and I'm glad we got that off. If he had been 1 speed more, he would have fired and killed me before I hit him, and now he misses his turn because I just deleted him. So he should have had his fire chance, but he doesn't, because you die before you fight, and then in that round you're quiet for the rest of the round, even if you get rezzed up. Even if your speed like should allow you to act next, you're like silent because you missed your turn. You died and came back. And so we're good. Archery for the win within the fire and regret. You don't always have to run from these things. Like if it says fire and regret, you can still play archery. You got to play it well. You know, magic reflect, you can play magic reflect, or magic, you got to do it well. Maybe you use reflection shield. Maybe you bring triage to support yourself. Maybe, right? There's different ways to go through these, you know, the counterintuitive play. And sometimes the counterintuitive play is the one that, you know, gets you the W because your opponent just doesn't see it coming. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened there. Elder Dark was several hundred RP below me, 1900 versus my 23. But he had a strong, I think his things were same level as mine, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Except for except for his Igor Darkspear, which was not fully leveled. I mean, he played a strong, honestly, I think if to the extent that I ran away with that one, it was because I got the initial stun in the ambush round on his Demon Shark, which allowed my, what's it called? Coastal Sentry to get 20 damage in the first round. Okay, Enrage with Thorns. So do we run away from melee, or do we try the same thing where we lean in and we go the opposite way? Maybe. Let's go ahead and try. Let's go a little bit into the Thorns, but we'll try with the white team utilizing either Grandmaster Wraith or a Cane. Because with Grandmaster Wraith, I can bring out Baradalin. Well, I guess she's got Void Armor anyways. Okay. Then let's back that up, and we'll bring out the Cane, and we'll go Grandmaster Wraith. Baradalin. And then, yeah, man, here we go. I'm listening. Starting to get creative over here. And this is great with the repair plus the protect. And another repair is probably a wise play. Probably, but this is interesting because it's got phase and good speed, and the enrage rule set might mean this is like a really nice addition in there. And if my opponent drops snipe, oh, this is a taunt, so the snipe won't really. It's either Pellicor Conjurer or their healer. I'll think that through a little. Let's see what my reach situations are. Reach, we drop out the Carnage Titan, and he's got shield. Another example of how you can. I think I can play Carnage Titan even though I'm running into Thorns because he's got shield. Now I probably need some sustain. So what's my tank heal sitch? Tank. Either need a tank heal. Oh, and a resurrect would be huge. Now I like this a lot. I would consider bringing out a non-attacking triage maybe. You know, if I brought out, you know, I bring out Pellicor and I go like this, we're getting, oh dang, it's not quite enough. Okay. If I did that, it would have been the same amount of damage, but I would have brought, I think I bring another heal or repair. Yeah, we're going repair. Boom. So I switched out, I brought out the Scavo Hireling to offer a repair instead of the two Pellicor, the 2 mana Pellicor Conjurer. And I think that was the right play because it supports Baradalin more. So now we got repair, we got protect, we got resurrect and tank heal. We'll see how it pans out. He does have an evasive monster over here. He's also got the Scattershot back line here. But, I gotta choose. So with this here, he could theoretically dodge anybody. We gotta just try and put my strongest foot forward. My melee monsters are like, if they hit, they kill. But he's got flight, he's got good speed. He could easily dodge us. He also has blind over here and the speed manipulation. I did bring one speed manipulation myself and a blind, not that the blind helps. So ultimately, I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be a 40% chance to hit or something like that. Like we can calculate in a second here. But he lowers my speed by 1. I lower his speed by 1. There's a 10% differential there with the blind and the flight. So the flight, oh, that's a huge armor bomb. Oh, Barra says not gonna miss. Sit down. Wow. And the 9 bomb on the armor, on the armor strike on the first round, and then in the second, the 5, I think it was, or 7 on the Chaos Dragon, and the Carnage Titan just rolling through him. My opponent, Luffy, has a max in, you know, like everything's max, quality team. Now he did bring 2 recharges, which is an interesting play. I mean, recharge is amazing. I actually like recharge. Recharge, I think, gets overlooked a lot, but the problem, I would argue, if there was a justification for his losing, I would say put it on the recharge, because it's not the every single turn damage output. And then if you're going to bring the recharge and you're going to, like, you want those to really drop those huge nuclear bombs on me every other turn, so be it. But then you got to bring enough tank that you give yourself that space. And I ate his tank, like ate it. Mind you, he had a blind, which is 15%. He had a flight, which is 25%. He had 1 more speed. He has a 50% chance to dodge my Baradalin in that first round. And yet I hit all my shots. So I did get a little lucky in that first round, to be honest. But then he didn't even have sustain. He didn't have tank heal. So even if I hit him once and not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to get through him on the second round or the third. Yeah, I had too much sustain with my res and repairs. Okay, so everybody's got crippled, no melee attacks. I got close range over here. No, I'm inclined to go bronze and bring out my what's she called again? You know her. Everybody knows Captain Katie. You know, the Captain Katie, I think, is the way to go. But I wouldn't be surprised my opponent does the exact same thing. Oh. I bring out the no attacks. I go like this. Boom. And then if he brings a Captain Kitty, I magic reflect him. I don't know. Torn between which monster I should... You know, we'll bring a Chaos Agent because it's only 1 mana. And then we have more mana for our last 2 positions. This is always an interesting card. What's my... Do I have any knockout monsters? because I have stunners. No. Pelacor Arbalist is an interesting choice. I'd probably bring the swiftness with the res. Yeah. Why don't we bring a last hander? We'll bring a last handing Runemancer Kai. Now, I think, oh, but see, I don't have a, I'm missing a tank. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. I got to change something. I got to put Runemancer Kai up front if I'm going to do that. I don't love that. I don't love that. But he is probably my, yep, go. I don't love that, but he's, see, I was worried he would bring a sniper. He didn't, but if he had, and I left, if he brought Captain Katie, and I left my Avis Sturgis in the second spot, and I had Pelacor in the first, then I'm in trouble, because his Captain Katie's going to run right through Avis, run right through the agent, and I'm done. So I actually changed, I put Runemancer in the first, strictly to avoid that reality. I am benefiting by Runemancer because he brings the headwinds, which nerfs all three of these guys. But we'll see, because I have one Bloodluster, but he has armor. He has, no, I think we're good. But then again, he has Magic Reflect over here, and I don't have any triage or whatnot. But I still think we're probably okay. We'll see. I didn't bring any heals or triage. He brought a tank heal. Arbalist just says, get down. Get down. Okay. Captain Katie's buried way back there, but I don't know if it's like, I barely scratched him, right? I barely, and all the phases over here. And he just comes in, and the supply runner is actually contributing in a big way to the speed of him, of his team. Yeah, we are done. We are Dundee. I can't, nope, I can't imagine a way we would pull this off. Even if we did kill him right then and there, and he's going to triage himself up, but even if we had, he's going to kill, yeah, we're done. Wow, that was, I absolutely got so, just rolled. Firefly was 200 RP above me, and just took care of me. Play a couple more battles, and then we'll claim our chests. How are the price of vouchers doing? 4.5 cents. Just ticking up. 5 cents for a voucher. That still represents, you need 5 vouchers to buy 1 energy. Is that right? Yes. You're spending 25 cents or 50 cents with the DEC, I think it was. I think you need 500 DEC, or, which is 50 cents, or 5 vouchers, which is 25 cents. If you're buying energy, vouchers is still the way. Okay, archery, everybody's got no armor. Okay, so let's lean into, I think we go, yeah, I don't know, I don't have to go Yasik, but I do want fire team. So I think we probably go Quixodevious and bring fire. This could be interesting though. I think, you know, I really like playing Yasik for the speed, but I'm right now going to look at Quix and just see what that offers. Because I like that we bring Naga, and here's Rush Townsend is the card that I'm really keen on bringing. Plus we bring, if we can, we bring the Sinesh. And so now we've got a lot of damage. But see, what would be even better is instead of Quixodevious, I can bring a Kane and let that have some fun. I don't know if he brings Yasik, but if he does, this conceivably gets hit and does some stuff for me. No armor. No armor. I mean, this is a huge amount of damage. 4 damage, 6 speed. I think I gotta like maybe rethink how I'm building it. And I just kind of want to give, like, the Venari Mark strat goes down. it sparks one more speed in the Naga. Maybe the Naga ends up being a bit of a tank that can hold, at least dodge 1 or 2 shots. Plus, we've got Lava Spider dropping poisons. We got Countess and Nesh looking for the weaknesses. We've got Scattershot over here and an ambush. I think I like this team. He didn't bring headwinds, but he brought 3 speeds, 4 with the summoner. I brought 1, 2, 3 speeds. So he is winning the speed battle. But I brought some fast monsters. Like, he doesn't have any 6 speed monsters. He doesn't have any. So I brought faster monsters, but he brought 1 more speed manipulation. Our ambush landed, which is great. We got a cripple where it matters. Oh, and that's a really good. Well, I mean, I'm glad to see that this didn't go into a negative place, because that's an opportunity in it, and it could have gone into the back line or something. Oh man, I had a 40% chance to dodge that, and the Molten Ash Golem just went ahead and landed a shot anyways. Yeah, I think we're done now. Like, unless... Yeah, we're in big trouble. No, it's over. I mean, he hit 1 shot that he probably shouldn't have, but frankly, he brought more tank hit points than I did, so, you know, I didn't bring enough hit points. I only had, what is it, 4 hit points on the Mark Strat, 5 on the, yeah. He brought like a Molten Ash Golem as 10, and that alone, right? That was a big significant tank, and most of my guys were just little. And I had one of my guys although he does good damage, he's a scatter shot, which, you know, it landed here, it landed there. These guys were all, they all were firing at the same spot. I think I'm going to let this be the last battle, even though I will have 2 more energy after this, because we're not on a win streak. Anyways, we'll win, lose or draw here, and then we'll open our chest and we'll call it. I guess while I'm waiting for this to queue up, I'll just let you guys know. Thank you so much for, you know, hanging out. If you're still watching, thank you. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, about half of you guys don't subscribe, but you watch the content. So I invite you to, you know, show YouTube that this is content you actually want to hear about. And not just from me too, by the way, but absolutely YouTube. Just so you guys know, if you don't understand, we mark our videos that this is Splinterlands content, which means that if you're watching this, the YouTube knows other Splinterlands content creators and it can start popping them up. I've seen that in my own experience. Like, I discovered a couple other Splinterlands YouTube creators recently, and I've been enjoying that. So one of the ways you can support us is just with a like, with a subscription, and then checking out some of the other channels and just seeing what they're into. There's a lot of good people covering this game, and I've seen it growing. So I'm saying something special is coming, and yeah, help us get ready for that by just like showing YouTube that you actually appreciate it. It'll help the algorithm. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, absolutely huge thank you to all my members supporting the channel financially, helping me, I guess, invest the time, right? Because it takes away from family. Like right now, my kids are downstairs, but I come hang out. I'm trying to create content because 1, I love this game, but absolutely 2, because I have a community of people, yourself, that, you know, support me and that look for that daily content. So I try to stay on here every single day to the best of my ability. Magic only, 42 mana. Tempted to think through another white team. We bring out the white. Oh, he's only got quicks and blue, he's got dragon. So he's gonna play something dragon. Now he looks like he's probably gonna do something like that. Blue dragon. So he's gonna have phase and speed. No. I wanted to look, but I don't like any of that. Then we come in here, I think, into a cane, and we bring out the... Ooh, yeah. Now. Yes, sir. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Would we bring the blind? I don't know if that's really all that helpful. Tempted to bring Runemancer Atuat and let that last stand happen. Do you know what we can do for 9 mana? Is a lot of things, man. We could bring another Resurrect and a Repair with this, right? The repair on the Void Armor is pretty huge. I think the Rust is interesting, but another tank heal is probably worth considering. I got 6 mana left. This is a big 3 bomb. Yeah, the poison though. The triage would be huge. The affliction is worth bringing. I don't know, man. It's hard to decide. You know what we can do? Oh, I ran out of time. Otherwise I would change something, but I think this is, I gotta submit. Yeah, unfortunately, boom. I switched out an affliction and a 2 mana magic monster for the Time Mage, which is bringing a slow, because I was worried he was gonna bring a phasing melee or phasing magic monster for the first slot, and then I might not land my shots. In this context, I'm not afraid I will land my shots, and so I'm gonna go ahead and slap my ambush on my Agor. And then my second place shot is, you know, I don't know if it matters. He doesn't have a Matter Reflect. This is my fastest monster. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Ooh, we could get a poison in the first. So do we, you know what? The affliction opportunity and the poison chance is worth, even though this is only 2 damage, this is 3. Oh no! Too much talking. We might still win, but that is actually a big nerf. He's got the magic. I think we're gonna be okay. But man, that's a, you know, throwing away 2 ambushes is a big oversight. We get the res off, and he'll be healable again. Gets the stun, the poison. We got 1 more res off. The Void Armor is coming in huge here. And the Reflection Shield, by the way. Yeah. I'm still smiling about clicking my ambushes and then just talking. You gotta submit. So it's over. Nice. Finish things off with a W, then we'll open the chests. This ended up not mattering. Right? But I think this was the right play regardless. If my opponent did bring an Oceanus, and he had Oceanus, and he had access to Oceanus, so I'm really surprised he didn't. But Oceanus would have been a better play. Phase, Force Field, you know, a significant speed. And that's why I brought Time Mage, because I wanted to reduce that speed. Anyways, let's claim our 6 chests, and we will wrap it there. I've had some great luck recently. There we go. Let's go. 39 SPS. Thank you very much. 1100 merits. Okay. And another 21 SPS. Great. Let's just check on Avis and let's see about those merits, because I actually think I might have a sizable amount of merits. So we'll see about Avis, because I'm curious now. Look at this. I think it's... Oh, I'm 1 away. What does the next level do? 1 more... The next level does Rust. Kind of who cares? A little bit. Okay. And then let's go over to shop, guild. We'll look at that. We can claim. Let's get 7. And we'll open those and then wrap. Confirm. Open all. Boom. Oh, right out the gate, dude. Here we go. Oh, and another one.
Dude, that was actually pretty serious. Okay, so Larissa, I have very few of you. But that's might be a big upgrade. Plus Flagelon. That was a big claim. A couple of the Katies. We got to check now. I know we said we'd almost be done, and if you want, you can go ahead and sign off and we'll see you next time, but I'm going to go ahead and check. Katie. Nope. Need a lot more Katies. What was the other one? Legendaries, right? No, it doesn't look like it. I need 2 more Larissas. And from Flagelon, I need 1 more. Okay, well, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I hope you're having an amazing day. God bless.